Hey football fans, welcome back to the channel. You're watching the latest NFL update, and today we've got some jaw-dropping news that could shake up the Cleveland Browns roster in a big way. Could the Browns be on the verge of landing an elite wide receiver to solve their biggest need? Stick around, because we've got major intel from an NFL insider that you won't want to miss. Before we dive into all of that, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment with your thoughts on this potential blockbuster trade. All right, let's get into it. The Cleveland Browns have been struggling to fill one of the most glaring holes on their roster: wide receiver. They didn't draft any receivers this year, and the only addition they made via free agency was Diontae Johnson. That leaves many wondering. Could the Browns be preparing for a major trade to land a true game-changer at the position? Well, an NFL insider just dropped some huge intel that might have Browns fans getting their hopes up. Could the Browns be targeting one of the league's best, Terry McLaurin? Now, if you're not familiar with McLaurin, let me give you a quick breakdown. He's a two-time Pro Bowler and one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league. But here's the twist. McLaurin's contract with the Washington Commanders is winding down, and he still hasn't received an extension. That means as training camp approaches, the potential for a trade has suddenly become a real possibility. So, could Terry McLaurin be on his way to Cleveland? According to Browns insider Mary Kay Cabot, it's something the team has to at least consider. Cabot was recently on 92.3 The Fan, where she shared her thoughts on the situation. Once a Terry McLaurin comes along, you have to at least consider it. You have to at least look into it. Weigh the pros and cons and determine what that might look like over the next 4 years or something like that. Now, this is huge. A wide receiver of McLaurin's caliber doesn't just fall into your lap. The Browns have been looking for a top-tier target to complement their offense, and McLaurin could be that guy. But here's the catch. He's entering the final year of his deal. What does that mean for Cleveland? If they trade for McLaurin, it's almost certain that they'd need to give him a contract extension. And we're talking about a lucrative, multi-year deal for a 30-year-old wideout. Let's not forget, McLaurin is going to be 30 years old in September. That's a big ask for any team, especially one like the Browns, who already have their hands full with other financial commitments. Here's where it gets tricky. The Browns are already dealing with some serious cap issues. While McLaurin's talent is undeniable, would Cleveland be willing to commit to a big, long-term deal for a player on the wrong side of 30? It's a tough call. On one hand, McLaurin would give the Browns the dynamic playmaker they've been craving. On the other hand, giving him a long-term deal could tie up a significant portion of their salary cap, at a position where they've already got a lot of young talent. We've seen teams in similar situations struggle to balance the books and still compete at a high level. So, would it be financially feasible for the Browns to make this move? And if Washington decides to shop McLaurin, would Cleveland step up and make an offer? It's all up in the air right now, but one thing's for sure: the Browns can't afford to ignore this opportunity. So, what do you think, Browns fans? Is Terry McLaurin the missing piece Cleveland needs, or should they stay away from making a big move for an aging wide receiver? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's talk about it. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any more breaking news from the NFL. We'll be back with more updates on all the biggest trade rumors, free agency news, and more. Until next time, thanks for tuning in. Alright, that's a wrap on today's video. Will Terry McLaurin land with the Cleveland Browns, or will they look elsewhere to fill their wide receiver need? Only time will tell, but we'll be here to keep you updated. Stay tuned.